Hello once again everyone, this is new update on a Saturday. I decided to go for a Saturday because I just really felt like making a video today, so, you know, get it over and done with and get on with the rest of my day. Yeah, so update first, in character animation we covered linking objects to the biped, which was quite interesting. And it's something that I'm definitely going to be using because of my animation will contain a guy swinging a hammer around. And I did do one method for my storyboard, but you know, the way we've shown it, I might be able to use it, make it flow a bit better and stuff. But yeah, it's good. And in body modeling, we was in ZBrush learning how to retopologize in ZBrush, which was quite good. Yeah, and then did a bit of work after that, and then did more work on Wednesday for my group work. I'm making a statue for them, modeling it, and I'll keep at it. They gave me feedback saying it's too thin. And it's like, oh yeah, okay. Is it meant to be just yeah, alright. That would have been good to know at the start, but yeah. Oh well. You live and learn, and I'll get it done. In Narratology, we discussed what motivates the player. I remembered this week what we did, because it was a very good lecture, because at the start we started talking about PlayStation 4 and Halo, then he started a lecture, and then we had a half-an-hour discussion on aliens, as you do, and then we talked about what motivates the player to play games, and came up with some good ideas for what motivates you guys, and different people have different reasons to play games, but yeah, it's quite good. And then also group meetings, we discussed progress, and I'm going to try and get the statue module done this week. In other news, I've talked to my mate, and he's gonna hook me up, gonna look into getting all these parts and stuff together, and hopefully by next week, maybe a little bit later depending on delivery time for all these parts and shit, I'll have a computer good enough to run the software I use for doing my course and stuff. But potentially, I'm not saying it's gonna be a definite thing, I'm not saying I might be able to record videos on it. I'm gonna have a look into that when I get the system up and running on it, and I'll probably, if I am able to record videos, I don't know, I know that I would love to record Minecraft for you guys, because I've fallen out of Minecraft again over the last week or so, just because it's not interesting to me that much anymore. I've done quite a lot. I'm sort of waiting until the 1.5 update, but I might show you around my worlds and stuff, and then use my current single player just to play with you guys, and just show you stuff that I do. But yeah, that's all good. And then obviously I'm not sure, depending if I'm able to record big ass videos, I might record some League of Legends. Might if I'm able to, but I know it takes a lot of data to record videos, so I'm not sure. I mean, this computer is more to do for work, so it might be just 10 minutes, so just like 2 videos or something like that, till I get a decent setup for recording videos. And I might also throw in some, like, probably get Steam and get some games on Steam, and show me playing some games that you probably already seen, but basically I've not really played computer games other than Minecraft and League of Legends for a long time. Like, I've never really been big ass into computer games. I used to play Spore quite a bit, and Sims, and Total War games, like Rome Total War, Medieval 2, Total War. But since then, I've not really been into it. It's more like my younger brother who's into the Total War games. But yeah, it's like when I get my good setup, I do plan on getting Star Wars Republic, because that's the game I've been dying to play, and I don't think I'll be able to do it on this piece of shit laptop. But yeah, and I also might get Guild Wars 2, because that looks pretty good. Yeah, I know. Hopefully I'm sounding a bit better because I've got a mic now. You probably still hear the annoying buzz thing because that's my laptop fan, and after doing some tests with the mic, it still picks it up. I'm sorry about that. Hopefully with my new rig, the fans will definitely be a lot more quieter in it. I'll be further away from where I'm recording. I'm not sure if I might still be recording on my laptop because I won't have a webcam. And I know I've got a webcam back at home, so I'm not going to be buying one. I mean, it's not a state of range webcam, but it'll be good enough to record videos, so I'll bring that back with me when I go back for Easter in like just over a month's time. And then also, it's like, oh, they've got a monitor back there, so I'll get a monitor. I'll probably be using my TV until then. It's quite small, but it'll work. But yeah. Now on to the big thing that I wanted to talk to you guys, because, well, if you follow me on Twitter and if you're friends with me on Facebook, I don't know who sees this, but basically me and Vera split up, and obviously I'm sad about this, but I actually really do get where she's coming from, why she didn't want to be in a relationship with me anymore. It's nothing to do, well, it's sort of to do with me ish, because obviously I'm older than her by a lot. Well, it's not huge, but me being 20, she being 15, we're two different stages, and she's, the way she explained it, I really do get it. I mean, back when I was her age, I didn't want a relationship. She's just not ready for a relationship. I am. I know I am. I really did love being in a relationship with her, but it didn't really change that much between us, really, being in a relationship and not being in a relationship. We was talking pretty much the same amount, sort of thing. It was our relationship being a long distance relationship. It was more just talking to each other and being really cute. I won't say everything that I've said to her that's private between me and her, but I know I did quite like be really cute with her quite a lot. I mean, that's just who I am, sort of the way I see it. Being that I can't stop being myself, unfortunately. I've changed over the last couple years, and I'll probably change in the next couple more, depending on what's gonna happen. But I am basically the same person, well, not the same person, but a similar person to as I always have been since aged 10 or something. I don't know. I look virtually the same. No, I'm actually genuine. Seriously, I have my facial features, apart from spots, the cracked head, and manly hair growing on my face, hasn't really changed that much since my younger years. I've sort of grown into my face now, instead of having. I mean, you can see I've got a pretty big forehead, and it was a lot more noticeable a couple of years back when I was smaller. But yeah, the big change that I've had over the last couple of years is growing taller. Really, I used to be about 5 foot, something or other. I think when I was 10, I was about 5 foot 2 or 3, and now I'm like 6 foot something. But I've always been pretty tall. Pretty tall up, as far as much as I remember, I've always been one of the bigger people that I've known, sort of thing. But yeah. So I'm really, well, I wouldn't call it sad that the relationship has ended. I mean, I'm upset about it. No relationship, no matter how short or how long it is, leaves the it leaves the mark on you, and you always feel it, and you're always sad about it when it ends. No matter what you say, there will be some sadness in you. And luckily, I'm not gonna say luckily because I don't know. It's not what I wanted. I wanted this relationship to last a lot longer than it did because I'm ready for said relationship. But I always sort of felt that during the relationship, I was the major part in the relationship. I did. No offense to Vera, and I've done a lot more for Vera than what she did for me. Like she, I'm not talking about just buying gifts and stuff. That doesn't matter to me. Money's money. It comes and goes. It's not as it. It really doesn't bother me spending a small amount of money on Vera to make her happy. It's more the fact that it's not even the fact that I spent time on her, and I don't just mean time talking to her, but I spent time making stuff for her. For example, I spent 7 or 8 hours in Minecraft making a Valentine's thing for her, and then we broke up a week later. And then I wrote songs for her. Though some of them might not seem directly linked to her, the majority, like at least the last 4 or 5, 6 or 7 songs that I've wrote that I put on Tumblr have all been inspired by her for me to write, sort of thing. But yeah, it wasn't, like I said, I'm fine with us not being together. I really do understand why she doesn't want it to us to be together. I get her reasons, and I accept them. Age difference is a big thing, especially a 5 years age difference is a big thing. It's a big problem, and it's something that if you're ready for a relationship, it's something that can be worked through. But was being as young as we are, I always knew that it was a major problem, and it probably would kick me in the ass just being as old as I am. I mean, I'm not old, but being older than her, it was a real problem. I hoped we give it a bash, this relationship malarkey, and find that we can do it. But yeah, it doesn't really change anything. I still talk to her a lot. She knows me better than most people because of the amount I talk to her, because I can talk to her. You guys probably don't realise it that much. You don't see, you see one side of me, the Twitter side or the YouTube side. You don't see me on a constant basis of me just having little or no social interaction in each day. The social interaction I do have is via Twitter and talking to Vera on Skype, and that's text talking. One of the things I've really wanted to do is, and still want to do, is Skype her properly so I can talk to her like I'm talking to you guys, and I have her talk back to me. But I know she struggles with that, and I'll keep on not pushing so much, but trying to help her overcome this so she can do stuff like that, because you need to be able to do that. I mean, I might not, I don't have social interaction by choice. I can have social interaction. It doesn't, but I tend to live in my own world because that's just who I am. I can't change that. I prefer my own world to that of the real world. Less pain and stuff. But yeah, the more I thought about it, like I thought about it a lot yesterday, I've told her some of the stuff that I will not repeat here, that was private between me and her, and she knows what I'm talking about, the big ass paragraphs that I said to her yesterday. But yeah, I really do. I don't know. She's, let's put it this way, I'm the age that I am, and a lot of you might be surprised that I've not had anyone up until Vera, but I've not ever had anyone I felt about as strongly as I have and still feel about Vera in my life, ever. And that's why I really wanted a relationship with her. She's genuinely the first person that's broken through to me, and so I felt really good being with her. Still feel good being with her, even if it's in the friendship capacity. But yeah, like I said, it's hard to deal with breakups, but this isn't the end of the world for me. I can. It was actually harder when before with a different choice between me and Vera that happened about 2 months ago. Then, well, now 3 months ago now. Than it was to deal with this breakup. It could have been a lot worse. A little further along we got into it, but you know, like I say, I'm not glad it's ended, but I get why it's ended, and hopefully, in a month, not 1 month or months, or I don't know, but in a few years, if we still have feelings for each other, maybe we'll get back together. You can never know, and you never know who turns up in your life. She turned up in mine, and boom, there it is. First time to love someone, and then to lose them. Well, not lose them, but yeah, I have lost her in that sense anyway. Okay, I think that's pretty much all I've got to say. But yeah, one more things. For I know you might watch this. I'm not sure if you do. Hopefully you will watch this one. You really are important to me. I'm serious in this. You're probably the most important person in my life. Apart from my mum and dad and my brothers, I would say you are the most important person in my life. And the way I feel is that your happiness is much more important than mine. I did this before when you decided to go with Shay. I put you before ahead of me, for my happiness, and I'll keep doing that no matter what. I want you to be the happiest person you can be. Now, I don't care if that's with me or with someone else. I will always be there to support you, and hopefully we will never lose our friendship, because that will really just fuck me over, because I don't have that many friends that I can talk to, and you are one of the few people that I've met that I am able to talk to. As I said, I've never really experienced love, and I've told you this, but I genuinely feel love for you. And it's sort of I would call it the romantic love, but it's also the friendship love, the caring love of caring for another human being. That's it, guys. I'll see you next week. Maybe I'll have my rig to show off next week. If not, it'll be the usual vlogs. I'll probably still be doing vlogs on the laptop, like I said, until I get my webcam in over a month's time. It'll be start of April that I'll probably be having my webcam up and running. When I get my new rig, so yeah. But hopefully I sound a bit better with my mic. I'll see you guys next week.